also the like the and make it visible for people to see. There's a better chance of you becoming this tech nerd than it is of you becoming LeBron James. Like there's a stronger possibility for you to make your footing in this. um, and you can do two things at the same time. You can play sports to the point where they tell you that you can't, but they'll never tell you that you can't do this, because if you have the knowledge and skills, you only need them to a certain point. So it's just basically educating what it looks like on the other side, and we have to do a better job of showing young people the benefits of the other side, instead of putting them in positions where they can chase dreams that are far less reachable.
I agree with all of what you said. We also have to get out of our own way. Stop telling our kids that they nerds. Stop telling them that, at this point, being a nerd to me is pretty sexy. I like to see your brain. I like to see you use it. And I love it when I see kids dive into this. I do have a niece who is just now going to middle school. She's smart on that thing and she loves and she's learning early coding and she's loving it. So I'm loving the fact that she is getting into that part. She uses her imagination and creates her own games. And so this is what we need to see more in our community. I do want to hit a couple of our comments. Mackie has a really good point, and I'm going to throw this to you, Dr. Sabrina. Do you believe that one reason some of our young men may be behind in tech is because of the low reading comprehension levels? Reading is so fundamental to learning and new technologies like AI and robotics. Do you think that this is directly tied to our young men not having low reading comprehension?
I think that certainly plays a part in it. But another thing that I think is hurting us right now is not knowing who we are and from whence we come. If you go back and you look in history, and I'm convinced of this, there are so many inventions that, we don't even know about, that were invented by people that look like us. And people don't talk about that. Other folks are not talking about it. And we certainly are not talking about it enough. And I think if our young people, especially our young Black men, just knew who they are and from whence they come, they would have something to aspire to, so much more to aspire to, because we are so much more than twerking. We're so much more than shooting each other up. We're so much more than spending up and wasting up every dime that we get our hands on. We are so much more and we deserve so much better. And so I think a lot of what we have to do as a community is teach our history so that they have something to aspire to. And I think representation matters in our schools. It certainly matters in our communities. It matters. I can say that because I am a STEM graduate, one of a very few people in this country that holds the distinction that I hold, a doctorate in engineering. You don't find those every day, probably 1% of the population. So it's possible. And when I say that, I don't say that to sit and brag. I did it because I could do it. It was not a challenge for me. Now, doing some of the things that other people do, I was not the creative. I was not artsy and craftsy. That was not my gift. But I hope that people can see me and be inspired and know that if a little old country girl from Mississippi could go to a D1 research institute, institution and do it, then certainly you can too.